Hi, I'm Mike Liu. I'm the founder and CEO of Triller. Uh, I'm most excited about 2021 as we're building a large audience and tools that will help our creators build the best content to an audience that's ever reaching for the Triller platform.
Tell us where you are on the roadmap of Triller. You have really conquered the music scene. You are dabbling in TV, in sports. If you were to map it out right now, where about are you on the journey?
There's never been a better time to be a content creator than in 2020 and 2021. You just have to have your phone, have something to say, and there's an audience that you can find out there for you. And we're just getting started. I mean, for us, we see ourselves as a pretty young company that is often compared to a massive giant that's worth $180 billion. And we're just, keeping our heads down and trying to build great products for our users.
Yeah, of course, that company that you did not name is TikTok. You've been around since 2017. As you have seen last year, which a lot of it was shadowed by TikTok and the threat of a ban, right, from then President Donald Trump. Tell me how, in retrospect, that really buoyed Triller.
Sure. No, that's a great question. So for us, I'll use a very old like Wayne Gretzky quote, which is like we like to skate where the puck is gonna be, right? And what we built from a product and a positioning perspective was, a platform that was similar to TikTok, but also very different in a lot of ways, which is why we attracted our own audience. So it was more of the world and our audience that really saw us as the successor of TikTok, and it was something that we were trying to build our own unique voice. But I think from a product position perspective, we were the closest than anyone else, right? It wasn't Facebook, it wasn't Snapchat, it wasn't Instagram. It was Triller, this very small, young company that is grabbing that worldwide voice.
And then when it comes to the revenue side of things, can you give us a sort of an update on how much you were able to make in 2020, and even looking ahead for the rest of this year?
Sure. So, this is a little bit sensitive, but I'm happy to share that, for 2020, we actually did pro forma of over $100 million for 2020. And right now we're on track to make a minimum of 2x that this year. So again, if you think about our company, it's not just about a user base is growing, it's being able to monetize a user base. That's ultimately what's most important for our company. And for a company that's never done it before and only a 3-year-old company, but we put together the Mike Tyson fight last year, which became the 8th largest pay-per-view fight in history, right? So that goes to show how well we can leverage our audience, and we hope to do that with more and more events, concerts, sports, live TV, and I think that's the future is very, very bright for us.
If you were had to distill, in one sentence, who is the Triller user? How would you describe him or her, they?
I mean, the data shows the majority of our users are Gen Zs, right? Between the ages of 16 to about 26, I would say it's about 80%, 70% of our user base. But there's obviously like outliers from that. But from that perspective, what we're showcasing is even within that segment, there are people that are interested in things that traditionally maybe they weren't marketed to, right? Like the reason where the Jake Paul, he actually got more hits as a meme when he knocked out Nate Robinson than Tyson did, right? And that's attracting a new audience of younger boxers, right? And people who are training physically to accomplish something.
Yeah, and as you look ahead, you are expected to go public via SPAC in the coming months at a valuation I think has been reported between 3 billion and 6 billion. Can you speak to that potential exit that's in the works now?
So unfortunately, I cannot talk about that due to a lot of legal reasons. Um, we are a company that is really primed for a potential public offering, given that we're generating revenue, given that we have tremendous growth, given that our closest competition is even at those numbers 50x in terms of valuation of what we are. So if I was an investor and I look at those metrics, right, company that's generating revenue, huge upside potential, would I want to invest in that company? And I think a lot of the investors will say yes.
If you were to define Triller in 2021 in a couple sentences, what are you most looking forward to with the company?
Yeah, we want to entertain you. We want to, find content that you're going to find really compelling. And we want the next superstar to come out of Triller, right? We want that the next Justin Bieber or the next Chris Brown to be discovered through Triller. That's our motto since day one.